hope you feel the same thing. I want you to be the one that's on my mind, on my mind, on my mind.
A stunning view of Capitol and not influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat. And Van Vliet out there with Carter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Morris in at the 3. And for the Wizards, Hachimura out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Millsap dishes to Westbrook. Passes it to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now Carter, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. Here's Van Vliet, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Van Vliet's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Heat. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred Van Vliet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred Van Vliet will deliver.
Here's Westbrook, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Oladipo against Carter. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Chicago.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Thompson, left side. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, Westbrook, that balances out that speed and athleticism. That long-range shot is on point.
Van Vliet kicks to Carter. That shot off. Now Washington takes it the other way.
Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? A change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
Now Van Vliet, after Westbrook's missed 3. Carter finds Van Vliet. Carter with it. Takes a 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And for the Wizards and their new front office, Doris, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here is Morris. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Van Vliet passes to Carter. And it's Carter again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Oladipo kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Westbrook. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about
Throughout the years, I've been trying to.
well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the 2nd quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, Carter out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Bagley, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Morris in at the small forward. Now, here's Jokic, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Jokic draws the double. Rebounded by the Wizards, and this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. Hachimura, the pass to Westbrook. Sinks the three-pointer. Westbrook's got the lead up to 3 now for Washington. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. Oladipo outside from 20 feet out. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Here's Bagley.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Thompson dishes to Westbrook. The high post shot. Rebound by the Heat. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
1:32 left in the first half of the game.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Oladipo against Carter. Now VanVleet. He had a 27-point outing in their last game again.
And don't make a mistake, the 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor.
Just 2 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Washington trailing. And here's Westbrook. It's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line. Guys, what you love about Tristan Thompson, he never lets up off the offensive glass. He is thirsty for offensive boards.
Now here's VanVleet, and there's the pass to Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Oladipo outside. Here's Hachimura. Jokic defending. Oladipo Oladipo taking his time here. And again, Washington no good. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They did jump out to a lead in the opening. And it's just about time.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Oladipo. Thompson is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Millsap in at the 3 spot. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Thompson outside. Wizards passing it around. Goes up to the stripe. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Bagley. Guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Morris. Van Vliet with it. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Van Vliet's got 6. Westbrook surveying the D. Hits from the high post.
Well, you love seeing Westbrook fire with confidence from the mid-range. This guy knows he can consistently make those shots.
Now here's Van Vliet. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Morris. Back to Van Vliet. They grab their own miss. And it's Jokic missing.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Millsap, again, the Wizards, good for 2.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Morris into the lane. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Morris has got his second basket of the game. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside. Yeah, good job to take it right at the
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Carter finds Van Vliet. With some arc. Washington with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here's Van Vliet. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Good work defensively by Morris.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Van Vliet passes to Bagley. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Millsap misses. The Heat trail by 6. Carter right side. And Vince Carter with the slam.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Oladipo for 3. Here's Thompson. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth, we've got Bagley. Carter out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Oladipo, and it's sent back by Carter. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Morris, no good. Wizards leading by 6. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Millsap with the ball for Washington. Outside Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
VanVleet passes to Morris. Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Westbrook. VanVleet kicks to Morris. Carter against Oladipo. A 3-ball. Nice D from Oladipo. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
There's 1:34 left to play in the final quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Russell Westbrook is an elite talent. He knows how to make tough shots.
The Heat trail by 9. Here's Morris. Sinks that one from the post. And so it's Washington with it. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Jokic.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
VanVleet passes to Bagley. Heat moving the ball around. Morris with the ball. From deep 3-point range, Here's Jokic. No good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Outside Millsap. Oladipo, the pass to Thompson. Over Carter. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Now Westbrook. And so it's the Wizards with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.